resume. But in that case, you don't have to do anything. So this is the process state transaction about the running app. If the app is running and it gets to suspended app for suspended state, you can resume the app. And if because of so many apps are open and there's a memory crunch, system will terminate the app. Let's go and look at the splash screen. I'm very sure that all of you all know what splash screens are, knowing that you're attending this session on Windows 8, which is the second session of the 4-session series that Microsoft Technical Evangelists are taking. If you have attended the previous session and this session and are planning to attend the next 2 sessions, I'm pretty sure you are a fan of Windows and you must know what splash screen is. Well, splash screen is the first thing user encounters when they open your application. A lot of branding and beautiful layout is given to splash screen because that's the first thing they look, first thing which can give them an idea about what the app is going to be about. So you have to provide splash screen so that all the background work which needs to be taken, all the initialization of the resources which needs to be done happens in the background while user is in the splash screen and enjoying the branding element. So basically you are providing splash screen mechanisms to provide a consistent transition to your app. When Windows launches your application, that's the first time when user sees the splash screen. And you have to provide the color and the image of the application's splash screen into the app manifest file. Now, point to be noted here is app need to present a window within 15 seconds of activation of the app, otherwise it will be terminated. There's another concept called extended splash screen. There are some applications, like let's just say bulky enterprise applications or something like that, which need a longer time to load. So what do? You make your first view of your application same as the splash screens. So what happens is splash screen is there, and when the splash screen is gone, the first view of your application is there, and if they both look similar, user will not feel that it is still loading. He will feel a proper fluid transition from the splash screen to the main screen. For that, you can use the app splash screen API, which renders the splash screen manually. But you know what? We don't really recommend this approach, because we don't want user to keep on waiting for data to load no matter how complex the application is, because basically he is not in your app to see the splash screen. He's there to read some content or consume some information. So it's very good idea to always have splash screen for a shorter period of time and land user to the main page where he can take advantage of the knowledge. Now I told you about applications, that if you open one application and then you open another application, the first application goes into the suspend mode and no resources are given to this application. Now what if you want to have like an application which is downloading a movie, or you have an application which is playing a music, and like I said, there is no resource provided to application once they are not in the foreground. So does that mean that if you're downloading a movie, you have to constantly keep that downloading applications on the foreground for as long as it takes to download the movie? Nah, that's a really bad user experience. So there's something called as the background tasks. Background tasks run. These are the application that runs while not in the foreground, and they can run by using the different APIs which are present. Here, let's say you have an audio playback application which can play audio in the background. You must certain things that you need to do about that is you have to specify background audio in the app manifest file in your Visual Studio project. And then here's an info that each audio stream is given a type, whether you have a communication type or a media type or a game type. At one given time, only one audio stream type may play at a given time. Obviously, if you are, if you have a headset on and you have a music playing, and you have a communication sort of an application going on in the background, and you still have that headset on, it will be a noise, right? You are hearing music and you're trying to have a communication at the same time with the same or input of audio and the mic. That's not going to be a very good experience. So at one time, one audio stream type may play as a background. You can implement background task API. You can look through the background transfer API to find out what methods you need to use in order to accomplish your task. You can use this API to upload or to actually download data over HTTP in the background. So all you got to do is get an application in the foreground, develop it in such a way that it still runs while not in the foreground, and continue even though your app is suspended. So like I said, this is what is all about the background task. Briefly, I'm trying to inform you a little bit about it